Hey, the wedding preparations are almost done, right? So, you've got my surprise gift ready, haven't you?
Surprise gift? What are you talking about? I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? A surprise before the wedding is pretty normal. You always miss these kinds of things. I want a watch. Like a Rolex.
A Rolex? That's super expensive. We already have wedding costs to cover, so something that pricey is impossible.
Impossible? You're seriously stingy. I mean, you're covering the wedding costs, so you should be able to easily afford a watch.
Wait a minute. We're not rich at all, and right now we're stretched thin with the wedding. There's no way we can afford something like that.
You're marrying me, right? Then it's normal to get something like that for me. You know how hard I've been working, don't you? It's your job to support me, right?
Support you? Marriage is about the two of us working together, isn't it? I have my own responsibilities too.
Look, if we're getting married, then your money is mine too, right? It's fine to use a little in advance.
Don't talk nonsense. I'm telling you, I don't have that kind of money.
That's not the point. Anyway, I said I want it, so just get it for me. I'm going to climb the ladder even more from here, and you'll get plenty in return.
Why are you being so selfish?
You don't get it, do you? When I get promoted, you'll benefit too, you know. Then we can live an even better life. So just take care of me for now.
But...
Don't give me but. You should start thinking about supporting me more.
Lucas, where are you? How can you not be reachable at a time like this? Everyone's already gathered and the wedding is about to start. Lucas?
Have you gotten through to him? What on earth is going on? Can you explain the situation to me?
Mom, I'm so sorry for making you worry.
Lucas's family seats are still empty. Could there have been some kind of trouble?
No, it's fine. They're just running a little late, but there's no trouble at all, so don't worry. The ceremony will go as planned, so you can relax. I want you to enjoy today without any worries, and leave everything to us. There's really nothing to be concerned about, so please, just relax and wait, Mom.
Is that so? If you say so, Elizabeth, I'll trust you. But as a mother, I can't help but be concerned. Especially on such an important day, I worry that something might happen. But if you say everything's fine, then I'll try to relax too.
Yeah.
Still, seeing so many people gathered here, it's such a beautiful venue. If your father were still alive, I'm sure he'd be proudly watching over this moment. It's truly a blessing that our family can see you on this special day, Elizabeth. All these people have come gathered for you, and everyone's smiling and celebrating. Just seeing that fills my heart.
Thank you, Mom.
Really, I'm such a lucky woman. To be able to experience such an important and special moment in my life, it's the best gift a mother could ever ask for. So there's nothing more I want. I'm truly grateful that I get to see you in your wedding dress before I leave this world. I have no regrets anymore. Seeing you, Elizabeth, all grown up and walking your own path, There's no greater happiness. I'm truly content, you know?
Mom, don't say things like that. We still have plenty of time to spend together, so don't give up like that. The doctor said there's still a good chance for recovery. There are so many things I still want to do to show my gratitude, and we can enjoy so much more time together.
You're so sweet.
But you've already done more than enough for me.
I always tell everyone I have the world's most dutiful daughter. And you know, I'm looking forward to seeing my husband again soon. I have to tell him how beautiful you look today when I meet him in heaven. I'm sure he'll be so proud and happy.
Mom. Lucas. Seriously, where are you and what are you doing? Enough already. Pick up the phone. Answer the call. You're seeing the messages on WhatsApp, right? It says you've read them. Why are you ignoring me? Mary, where is everyone? I've been looking for your son, but I can't get in touch with him.
Oh, Elizabeth. What's wrong?
What's wrong? This isn't the time for that. Mary, the wedding is about to start and you all need to hurry. My family is already here. This is ridiculous.
Didn't you two call off the engagement?
What?
That's what I heard from Lucas.
What are you talking about? We didn't break off the engagement. Today's supposed to be our wedding day.
Elizabeth, hey there.
Are you in your wedding dress by now?
Not sure if I want to see it or not.
Hey, what have you been doing? What's with that attitude? Where are you right now?
Does it matter where? Anyway, how's it going over there?
How's it going? Well, the wedding preparations are all done. My family and all the guests are here.
Nice. So it's too late to turn back now.
Turn back? What are you talking about? Just come to the venue already. By the way, I heard from your mom. What's this about calling off the engagement? Why did you lie about that?
It's not a lie. I'm serious. I called off the engagement with you a long time ago. I didn't think you still planned on getting married.
What? But I never heard that. Why are you lying like this? I can't accept that the engagement's off, and I don't remember you ever telling me.
No, it's not a lie. We're done. You need to realize that our engagement has been over for a while now.
What? Why are you suddenly saying this?
It's obvious. There's no point in marrying you anymore. There's no reason for us to be together.
No point? What does that even mean?
Lately, my job's been going great. The CEO himself came to me and said he has high expectations for me. I was surprised too when I became the candidate for the next CEO. He told me, "You're the only one for the job." Pretty amazing, right? I'm getting recognized at one of the biggest companies now.
But how does that lead to calling off our engagement? That has nothing to do with this.
Huh? You seriously don't get it? You're way too dumb for this.
Of course I don't understand. So explain it to me. I don't get why this is leading to calling off our engagement.
Look, even though I got a job at a big company, only useless coworkers and juniors were getting special treatment. I wasn't getting recognized at all. My talent wasn't appreciated. Staying in that kind of workplace would just waste my potential, right? So I decided to quit and start my own business.
But how does that relate to our marriage? I seriously don't get it at all.
You still don't get it? Man, your comprehension skills are terrible. I didn't realize explaining things to someone this dumb would take so much effort. I was planning to rely on your family's money. With that cash, I could easily gather the startup funds I needed. That's why I wanted to marry you. But now, I don't need that anymore. I've realized I can succeed on my own with my talent.
Do you really have to be so condescending to even have a conversation?
Your family's pretty rich, right? Living in a brand new big house, driving fancy cars.
What does that have to do with anything?
Like I said, your dad's long gone, and your mom's sick and on her deathbed. If we got married now, eventually that inheritance would come rolling in. I was planning to start my business with that money.
What? So you were trying to marry me for that reason?
Of course. Who else would marry a stubborn 34-year-old woman?
You're older than me.
Men, unlike women, get more attractive with age. Get real. But for the sake of my business, I thought I could put up with it until your sickly old mom kicked the bucket. But I don't need that anymore. I mean, I'm the next CEO of a big company now. So, how about it? I've explained it all to you step by step. You get it now? Do you understand?
Yes. Thanks for the thorough explanation. Now I completely understand that you're a real jerk.
Look at me. A truly smart person can explain things in a way that even an idiot can understand.
Anyway, my family and everyone else are already gathered at the wedding venue. So, is it okay if I show them this WhatsApp conversation as an explanation?
Do whatever you want. I feel so much better now. Even if it was for money, having to suck up to someone like you was seriously stressing me out.
Glad to hear it. We'll see you later then.
See you later? I have no reason to talk to you anymore.
Oh, really?
Wait. Are you about to beg me like, please marry me? Stop, it's pathetic. Who would want to marry someone like you? Idiot.
Whatever.
Elizabeth. Something went wrong. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Huh?
What did you do?
What's going on? Didn't you say you didn't need anything from me anymore?
The CEO just contacted me. He was in a panic, and I couldn't understand half of what he was saying. But he said the company might be in trouble. And it's because of me. What the hell is going on?
Oh, so he found out already. I wonder who told him.
What are you talking about? Explain it properly.
Well, I guess it really is hard to explain things so a fool can understand. But fine, I'll explain it to you. First of all, you've got it completely wrong. My family isn't rich at all. I grew up in a single-parent household, and we've always struggled with money. So stop judging based on appearances. That house? I worked hard and bought it for my mom as a gift. It was part of giving back to her, not something for luxury.
That's impossible. Come on, your family clearly looks rich. You live in a brand new big house and you're driving around in a fancy car. It's hard to believe you're not wealthy with that kind of lifestyle. I mean, anyone could see that. You're hiding the truth, aren't you? You're obviously rich.
The house and the car might look extravagant, but those were things I worked for over a long time to provide for my mom. She raised me with so much struggle, and I wanted to give something back. So wealth has nothing to do with it. How can you not understand that? It's about gratitude to family, not money. Don't just jump to conclusions.
What? There's no way you could afford such an expensive house or car. You've been living at home as an unemployed loser, always wearing plain clothes. There's no way you're running any kind of business. If you're going to lie, at least come up with something better. You're just jobless. Stop joking around.
I'm only temporarily letting someone else handle my work to take care of my mom. That's the reason I'm living at home too. And by the way, these clothes are from pretty nice places. Just because there isn't a big flashy brand logo doesn't mean they look cheap to everyone.
Well,
my mom raised me all on her own, sacrificing everything. I wanted to give back to her, so I studied hard, worked hard, and gave it my all. Honestly, I regret it now. The years of pushing herself too hard took a toll, and she ended up getting sick. If I hadn't been so focused on work, I could have spent more time with her. Maybe if I'd been around, I would have noticed her illness sooner. Anyway, there are a lot of business people at the wedding who have helped me out. I guess one of them knows your company's CEO.
Why didn't you tell me that from the start? If I had known you were that amazing, I would have treated you differently.
Well, I'm actually glad. Now I've seen your true colors before the wedding.
Hey, can you contact the CEO and clear things up for me?
Huh? Why should I have to do that?
Why? This all happened because you kept such an important thing from me. You should take responsibility for this mess.
Responsibility? What responsibility do I have? And besides, you called my dear mom a dying old hag, didn't you? Why on earth would I help someone who said that?
I'm sorry about that. I take it back, okay? Please, I'm begging you. I finally made it onto the fast track to becoming the next CEO. Help me out, will you?
You know, fine. So you want me to explain things to your company's CEO, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right then. Give me his contact info.
I appreciate it. Make sure you clear up this misunderstanding. Why are you ignoring me? I've been calling you. Pick up the phone. Let's talk this over again. Hey, pick up, Elizabeth. Why aren't you answering? You're reading the messages on WhatsApp. I know you've seen them. It says read. Stop ignoring me.
Hey.
You've got to be kidding me.
What?
What do you mean, what? What did you tell the CEO?
What did I say? I just told him the truth. What you did to me. How you called my dear mom a dying old hag. I told him everything.
What?
Why are you so surprised? You're the one who asked me to explain it.
I told you to clear up the misunderstanding.
And that's exactly what I did. I made sure there was no misunderstanding and explained everything clearly.
That's not what I meant. What I wanted was for you to tell him something that will make sure I didn't get fired. Something that would work in my favor. You should have understood that much. Because of the unnecessary things you said, the CEO is completely furious now. I asked you to help avoid this situation. I knew you couldn't do anything without being told step by step. But I didn't think you'd mess up this badly. You've completely ruined everything. My life is over. You're the one who destroyed it all. Do you get that?
Oh, I see. But you told me to tell the truth, so I did exactly that. It's strange to blame me when I was just following your request. How the CEO reacted is the result of your own actions. And even if I hadn't said anything, the outcome would have been the same sooner or later. If you were really trusted by the CEO, there's no way you'd get fired so easily, right? So maybe the real problem is with you.
What am I supposed to do now? The CEO is furious and exclaimed that I was terminated. I've been completely abandoned. I've never seen him this furious before, and he's definitely not the type to change his mind. So there's no way I can go back to the company now. I never thought it would come to this. If you had just explained things properly, this wouldn't have happened. Do you really understand? My life is hanging by a thread right now.
Man, you can totally see he's the big boss of a huge corporation. Quick decisions. How impressive. I really admire leaders who can make the best decisions for their company and employees so swiftly. I think people with that kind of decisiveness should be in charge. There's nothing worse for an organization than an indecisive leader. So maybe the CEO was right to cut you loose. I'm sure the company will be better off now. In fact, your departure might be a good thing for them.
You're talking like this isn't your problem. This is all your fault. If you hadn't run your mouth to him, I'd still be on the fast track to success at a big company. I was climbing the ranks, and I was supposed to be the next CEO. But now, thanks to you, I've fallen into this mess. What are you going to do about it? I trusted you, and now look where I am.
Are you seriously still saying that? You're blaming everything on me and acting like you didn't do anything wrong? It's honestly baffling that you thought you could succeed with that mindset. With such an irresponsible, passive attitude, no one would follow you, no matter how skilled you are. It's no surprise the CEO got angry. And no matter what I said, the real issue is how you've been behaving, isn't it? Maybe it's time you finally realize that your own actions caused this mess.
How dare you say that?
So what's your plan now? How are you going to start your business? Do you even have the means for that?
Don't underestimate me. I've been working at a big company for over a decade. I've got some savings, and with my experience, I'm sure the bank will give me a huge loan.
But with the compensation for breaking off the engagement and the wedding venue costs, you're going to be in a pretty tough spot, aren't you?
What?
Oh, right. You thought I was just some clueless, unemployed woman living with her parents at my age, huh? Did you really think I'd just cry and give up? Too bad. I've already consulted with an excellent lawyer. You should expect to receive the lawsuit soon.
What?
Oh, and by the way, canceling the venue on the day of the wedding means you have to pay the full amount. Given how malicious your actions were, the compensation is going to be a lot higher than the usual rate. You tried to cause me as much damage as possible, right? Too bad it didn't work. Come on, say it again. Tell me how you're undamaged.
Wait, this can't be happening.
Save your excuses for the court.
Hey, don't you think this has gone too far? You don't have the right to control my life like this. You didn't have to take it this far. Do something about it.
Oh, look who's here. What are you talking about?
What do you mean by what? I can't land any contracts. Suppliers are overcharging me. And one of my trusted employees ran off with my money. I know it's you behind all of this, sabotaging me from the shadows. You're taking it too far now.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb.
No, seriously, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you explain it to me?
Huh? I mean, you know I started my own business, and you're sabotaging it, right?
Did you really start your own business? I always thought you were just all talk, but I guess you've got some drive.
Don't play dumb. There's no way you don't know. You've been sabotaging everything from behind the scenes.
I seriously don't know what you're talking about.
Like I said.
No, seriously, I really don't know.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
That can't be right. There's no way everything is going wrong like this when I'm trying so hard. I've been following my plans and my methods weren't wrong. But suddenly, everything's falling apart, and it feels like someone's sabotaging me. You've got to be dragging me down somehow, right? It has to be you. You must be doing something behind the scenes. There's no other explanation for why everything's going so wrong.
Are you seriously buying into some conspiracy theory like that? I'm not some bored person with time to mess with your life. And honestly, I don't care about you anymore. There's no need or reason for me to be involved with you. So there's no way I'm sabotaging anything you're doing. Think for yourself. This is just the result of your own actions, but it's so typical of you to blame others. It's honestly ridiculous.
Then why is everything falling apart like this? It doesn't make any sense. I've been doing well all along and my plans were perfect. There's no way there's a problem with what I'm doing. That's why I'm sure someone's out there sabotaging me. You must know something.
Well, if you're asking me, it sounds like you just don't have a talent for running a business. Not being able to see your own incompetence is a problem in itself. Before blaming others, maybe you should think about whether your methods or decisions were wrong. Instead of doubting me, maybe you should reflect on yourself a bit more. Running a business isn't easy, you know?
That can't be right. I'm the kind of guy who was about to be named the next CEO of a huge company. There's no way my methods are wrong. If it weren't for you, I would have been a CEO by now, living a hugely successful life. My life would have been perfect if you hadn't gotten in the way. How can you not see that?
What? Are you seriously still saying that? Do you really believe you're that talented? Do you really think you got where you are all on your own? Jesus, I'm so shocked. I don't even know what to say. You seriously have no clue about yourself, do you?
Huh? What are you talking about? You got something to say to me? It's just going to be more of your snide comments, isn't it?
Oh my God. This is unbelievable. I didn't realize you were this clueless about yourself. I didn't think you were this dumb.
What? Spit it out and explain.
Fine. Since you clearly need someone to explain it to you in a way even you can understand, I'll do it. The reason the CEO took an interest in you wasn't because you were talented. In fact, there was only one reason you were valued at all, and that's because you were my fiancé. That's all there was to it. Do you get it now?
What? What are you talking about? I've never heard anything like that before. Are you mocking me?
Connections between business leaders run deeper than you think. Of course, your engagement to me reached the CEO's ears. That's why he gave you special attention, out of consideration for me. Your talent was never a factor. Do you get it now?
What? Then...
That's right. You were only noticed because you were my fiancé. Do you understand now?
What the hell?
And before that, your bosses and coworkers didn't even acknowledge you, right? You were being overtaken by your juniors, and then, all of a sudden, the CEO started paying attention to you. Didn't you think that was strange? Anyone with common sense would have noticed.
But I thought it was because of how hard I was working.
Come on. Your company that you just started is already falling apart after 6 months, isn't it? It seems like the one who didn't have any real judgment is you.
It's not gone yet.
But it's about to, isn't it?
Well, that can't be true.
See? You're completely incompetent. Face reality.
No. I'm not.
Well, whatever. Keep living in your delusions, if that's what makes you happy. Goodbye.
Wait.
What now? I don't have anything more to say to you.
I do. Don't you feel anything hearing about the situation I'm in?
Well, I do have some thoughts.
You do? Like, maybe you feel sorry for me or want to help me out, right?
No, more like, serves you right.
Damn you.
Excuse me?
No, nothing. Look, like I explained, I'm in a tough spot right now. Could you lend me some money? 70,000? No, $50,000 for now would be fine. I swear, I'll pay you back.
Jesus Christ. Well, fine. I'll lend you that much.
Really?
Yes. I'll bring the money to you, so tell me which hotel you're hiding in.
Thank you. I owe you one. It's been an hour already. Aren't you ready yet? Think about my situation and hurry up.
I can't believe you're saying that. I'm getting it ready, so just wait.
You're so slow. Oh, and can you add another $2,000 to that?
Why?
I got hungry once I relaxed a bit, so I ordered a bunch of stuff through room service. Plus, I've got to cover the cost for the extra nights.
You've got to be kidding me.
You're so annoying. Just shut up and bring the money.
Sounds like you've had a few drinks too. Well, whatever. I'll pay for it later. I don't want the hotel to be bothered, and this is your last meal after all.
Wow, you're usually so sassy, but today you're being pretty obedient. If you promise to always be generous with money and stay obedient like this, maybe I'll reconsider marrying you.
Oh, really? Maybe I'll take you up on that.
Depending on the conditions, of course. I'll be free to cheat and you'll take care of all the housework. Oh, and I'll need you to hand over the management rights to your company. If you do that, I might think about it.
Oh, wow. What great conditions.
How long are you going to make me wait? You're still not ready? You're really slow. Can you hurry up already?
Just wait a little longer.
This is way too slow.
Oh, looks like they've arrived.
Finally. Wait. What do you mean by looks like they've arrived?
I'm a bit busy, so I sent some people to handle it for me.
What? You should have told me that beforehand.
Sorry about that.
So, who did you send as a stand-in? Why aren't you coming yourself and leaving it to someone else? Do you have a reason for not showing up? I can't have you sending over some sketchy people. You're not setting me up for something, are you?
Well, the gangs will be there.
What? The gangs? Hey, you're joking, right? Are you seriously saying that? So, you mean like actual gangs? Why would you bring people like that into this? Are you really going to use the mob to push me into a corner? Don't mess with me.
I'm serious, I told you. They are gangs. This isn't a joke. This is the consequence of what you've done. You sowed the seeds, so now you have to reap what you've sown. It's only fair, right?
Wait, what are you really saying? I just needed some money, that's all. How did things get this bad? I had a bit of debt, and I just wanted to pay it off. And now, when I'm this cornered, how can you be so calm? I never expected you to pull something like this. You're the one who's out of control.
I used my connections to track down the gangs you borrowed money from. Honestly, I was prepared for some blowback on me, but luckily, it didn't come to that. Turns out, they were pretty mad when they found out you called them good-for-nothing thugs. Once I gave them your location, they seemed satisfied with that. So they haven't asked me for anything else.
What? So, I can't escape now?
Exactly. I just got word that they've arrived on your floor. There are lookouts at the hotel entrance, so there's really no way out for you now. It's all on you to deal with them. I'm not helping you any further.
You've lost it doing something like this.
Which one of us is really out of control? I'd say you're the one who's gone off the deep end.
Damn you. Why would you do this? Aren't we supposed to get married?
What?
That's what we talked about, right? You were on board with it too. We discussed business strategies, overseas trips, the watch I wanted, the car. I had it all planned out. And now this? You traitor.
Gosh. Listen, Lucas. Engrave these words deep in your heart.
What?
Who in their right mind would marry someone like you? Idiot. Mom, you're looking great these days. I was really worried about you not too long ago, but now it's completely different. You look like you've gotten younger, and more than anything, you seem so much happier. It's been a long time since I've seen you this healthy, and it's such a relief. By the way, how's your body feeling? Is there anything that's bothering you?
I'm doing just fine. Lately, I've been feeling really good. My appetite's come back and everything tastes delicious. I can move my body a lot more than before, too. Even the doctor was surprised, saying he didn't expect me to recover this quickly. He mentioned that my immune system seems stronger, and my body is reacting so differently now. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised myself. I never thought I'd feel this energetic again. But maybe they're right when they say that illness comes from the mind.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's amazing how much your body can change just by shifting your mindset. Now I feel light both mentally and physically, and most of all, I find joy in each day. Before, every day felt like a struggle, and both my body and spirit felt heavy. Now it's the complete opposite. I've even been thinking about trying something new.
That's wonderful. When you're feeling well, it puts me at ease too, and I started thinking about all the places we can go together. There are so many cafes I've been curious about, and restaurants that are highly rated. Before, I held back because you weren't feeling well, but now it seems like we can enjoy them together. What's changed? Why do you feel so much more positive all of a sudden?
Of course that's obvious. When I was told those things, it actually sparked a fire in me. There's no way I could accept being called a dying old hag. On the contrary, I wanted to prove that person wrong. So I made up my mind to get better no matter what. I still have a lot left to do, and I can't give up that easily.
I see.
That's right. That idiot. Next time I see him, I'll make sure he gets what's coming to him. It's unacceptable for anyone to treat me like that. The next time we meet, he won't get away with it. I'll make sure he regrets trying to trample on my pride. He'll learn exactly what it means to have made me this angry. Darling, I'm sorry. It looks like it'll be a little while longer before I come to see you. I still have things to do in this world. I'll keep fighting here for a little longer. Once I've finished everything I need to, I'll come join you. Until then, please watch over me with peace of mind.
That's so like you, Mom. Knowing that I've inherited that same strength from you gives me peace of mind. Because you're so strong, it makes me feel like I can't afford to give up either. I need to keep pushing myself so I can live just as strong as you do. Seeing you so full of energy makes me want to take on more challenges in my own life. I'll keep living strong just like you, no matter what happens. Thank you, Mom. I've realized how much your strength has been supporting me all this time. As for what happened to Lucas, he was cornered in his hotel room by the gangs. At first, it seems like he tried to lock himself inside and hold out. But when he realized there was no way to escape, Lucas ended up calling the police himself. For all his bravado, in the end, he couldn't handle things on his own and had to ask for help. The police temporarily protected him. But the gangs weren't the type to just give up, and they were determined to track him down. Lucas couldn't return to his company, and his family turned their backs on him, leaving him completely isolated. Eventually, he couldn't pay back his debts and tried to flee in the middle of the night. But he was caught during his escape. What happened to him after that, I don't know. As for me, I'm living happily with my mom. I want to keep protecting and cherishing the woman who's always supported me.